I go by Finesse. I'm an activist, and that's how I met this lovely, crazy gentleman.
You have Biden. You want to show us your wire?
You got more wires
Show
than a
us your wire.
PlayStation.
Show us your
You got more wires
wire.
than a PlayStation.
Show us your wire.
Show us the wire.
Show us the wire.
Show us the wire.
I'm not
You
wearing
take off all your clothes.
Show us the wire.
Show us the wires. You taking off all your clothes.
I'm not wearing a wire. All right. He's a plant. He's a plant. I'm gonna do it.
Hey, thank you. Hey, how was it interacting with me down there at the
You
protest?
did your thing. You did your thing. Bravo, bravo. When I go to a protest, I look for energy. Of course, you come for the, like the words and all that, spoken words and whatnot. But I also like the energy that, like, how we was bringing to amp thing up, not in a bad way, but just every protest need energy, life. So your type of presence brings life automatically. So yeah.
Oh, so I had questions. I wanted to talk to you because I saw you responding on my social media, and you seemed a little bit upset. Maybe I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I felt bad because you were getting called out in some news articles as being Antifa, and so
Right.
I wanted to talk to you about that. And you said you wanted to clear your name.
Right.
Also, when we're doing this interview, if I ask you a question, try to speak in a complete sentence, or like repeat the like. Okay, I wrote down a few questions just to ask you about what happened.
I got you.
Like if I ask you, oh, where are you from? You say I'm from this place. So where are you from?
I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I've been in New York for about a year and a half. I reside currently in the Bronx.
Oh, okay, nice. Uh, and how old are you?
I am 28 years old.
Oh, and are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, yes. Let me tell you the story about how I fell in love with Trump, pretty much. Well, I started off as
Well, could you tilt your head or tilt the camera up a little bit higher to get your full head in there? Yeah.
sorry about that. Well, I did start off as like Democrat, and I was doing activism since 2020, the whole little like George Floyd thing. So that's how I got introduced to BLM and whole political field. So once after BLM was like, a scam, and I pretty much fell back from BLM, the whole Democrat Party, because just it's not fit for me. I don't even see those views anymore. And like I said, it was just like I feel like everything I sacrificed for on that side was for nothing. Like I really put in so much energy, and the whole time, like Trump, the whole Republican Party was correct the whole time. They were on point. And I took a world's view that I shouldn't have, such as like people I surround myself that was Democrats, and they're bogus. So yeah. So
Well,
Trump,
what were they right about?
far as
Well, just name some things that they were right about that like made you because you said you weren't a Republican at first. You were on the other side, but what was the things that you were like, aha, when the light bulb went off and you're like, they're actually right about something?
okay, like when I first got introduced to it, of course, like my skin color, and like history of in America. So with pretty much like BLM, I seen unity. It showed unity, in which I was never introduced or used to. So that type of brotherhood itself, any type of brotherhood, you're gonna clinch to that if you never had it and if you're looking for it. And I was looking for it, and I was like I was just trying to find myself in the political field. So me going through BLM was still worth it because it led me to where I am now.
Yeah, but what was it that about the Trump movement that you were like, oh, they're right about this stuff? What was the things they were?
Okay. Okay. So far as like since um when Biden got in the office, things got worse, as far as financially. And that was a big issue for me. So I voted for Biden thinking, like I said, I took my sister's, my mother's advice, vote for Biden. I did it. It was a waste of a vote. So much went downhill. This country went downhill in Biden's hands. And so just me seeing that and comparing to Trump's run, it's not even a debate who's a better president. So right there, just Trump's facts and his accomplishments got me. It won me over.
What was the media that started showing this to you? Like, where did you start to see this, or what was like the first things that you were seeing?
Okay, of course you know I love Kanye. I love Kanye. Shout out to Kanye West. I root for him 100%. So when I seen him surround himself with Trump, that what sparked me to pay attention a little to Trump.
Oh, Kanye West got you to be more open-minded to Trump.
Yes, I'm pretty much like, oh, if Kanye say something, I'm gonna look into it seriously.
Okay, gotcha. That's interesting. Was there any specific things that Trump said that you were like, oh, he's right about that? Like, is there anything that he did or said specifically?
Well, it's not even things he said, it's things he's done. Things that they say he's racist.
Right about? What was he right about?
Okay, all right. Well, he helped the economy. He did. Employment employment was skyrocket until Biden got in the office. So, I mean, what else? What else you want me to name? As far as like,
I'm just asking for specific things. I can tell you one thing specifically that he helped in my life was Trump fought a war against the opioid addiction and the pharmaceutical industry. He went after the pharmaceutical industry over prescribing people with opiates. My father was an opiate addict, right? He was addicted to prescription pills, and he was even growing crops of poppies in the backyard to make poppy tea with, right? Opium tea, right? So Trump got my dad kicked off of his prescriptions of narcotics, and it got my dad to switch from opiates to marijuana for his pain management. And marijuana is much better for him for his pain management because he still has energy. Because narcotics, opiates are a downer, right? So that's one thing in my life specifically.
all right, well, don't judge me. Trump, that stimulus check. I'm sorry, I do love him for that too.
What?
The stimulus check.
Oh, the stimulus check. Yeah,
Ever
well,
since then,
did the stimulus check too, but
yeah, but no, I'm saying ever since then, I have tripled my amount, my bank account, and everything. I swear. So it's like Trump was like a magician. I swear.
with that stimulus check.
Yes, it's something. I swear. After that, I doubled my amount. Not illegally, but I'm saying I doubled my amount.
Well, when you first got that check, right, and you opened it up, did you notice Trump's signature on that check? Like, what was it like for you opening that check?
I mean, it wasn't. I mean, at my point at the time, like I was not working. So yes, that check was everything. I was not working at the time. But yeah.
Trump's signature on the check.
Huh?
Did you see Donald Trump's signature on the check?
Yeah, it was written off by Trump.
That make you seeing just in a complete sentence, did seeing his signature on the check affect you at all?
Yeah, he became the first president to hand out money to the community. He overseed that. So seeing his name itself, it says a lot for itself. Like you really did something that no other president bothered to do when they should have known to do something even like $500.
Uh-huh.
So
So which came first, Kanye West telling you to check out Trump, or you receiving the stimulus check? Which was like the first thing that really started to open your mind to Trump?
I would say certain things he was doing financially was picking my brain about him, but Kanye was like, okay, it was a full grasp.
Gotcha. So you got the stimulus check first, and then Kanye,
Yeah.
and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna tune into this.
Yes, because I'm like, because he's doing certain things that no president have really done for me, for me, for me.
Uh huh.
So yes, he done personal things for me. It may not be a lot to anybody else, but it was a lot to me. So that's why I vouch for him.
Yeah. So, why did you show up to the protest?
I just want to get it
Just
more.
speaking, I showed up to the protest because, like, when you state your responses, try to repeat my question at the beginning of your sentence. Do you know?
Yeah, I showed up. My purpose of showing up to the protest was to receive other political views. Like I said, this was the first, yes, I would say that, first protest that I attend that had more Republicans than Democrats.
Okay.
So I needed and wanted to experience that because I joined the Republican Party. So I needed that energy because I was curious about it and I loved everything about it. I loved the fact that seeing the Republican Party having an impact and winning over the Democrat Party. It was just so much of a thrill to me. It was, and just seeing y'all just get off on the energy as well made it looked like, yes, this is still a brotherhood and it's a better brotherhood. That's my opinion.
Gotcha. What did you think about the Trump indictment? Like, did you go to the protest because Trump called you to go to the protest because he said to come out and support him, or how is your relationship with, like, when the did you hear the president call you out to protest, or how did you find out about the protest?
Instagram.
Instagram. Oh, okay. Um, how did you feel about Trump potentially getting arrested?
I don't want him to get arrested. I want him to win the next election, which he will.
Uh huh. How were you feeling when you first saw me?
I love it. I mean, it's energy. You always want to be noticed. You always want to be noticed during these type of events. You don't want to blend in. You want to be noticed. It's like when we're in these political fields, it's like who can do what better? That's how I look at protesting. Can I win these people over so they can think that I'm like, you see, like I'm the head. You feel me? So that's how it is. That's how I.
What did you see? How did you see the press react to me, the media?
I mean, like I said, you did great. You could tell someone was confused. Someone was trying to pick out if you was like crazy or intelligent or even both. But like I said, you're hard to read. You are hard to read. That's not a bad thing. But once a person is able to read you, everything is sincere with you. You're not nobody to fear, no one run away. You're a good guy. I love you. Like I said, you got great energy.
Yeah, but okay. So in the video, right, you weren't the one that started to tell me that I had to wire first, right? But it seemed like you were kind of just chiming in to the other guy with the mask. Do you know the guy that was wearing the mask?
Okay, funny thing is, while he was doing that BS with you, like in front of everybody, when he pulled me to the side and whispered, he had nothing but good things to say about you.
Really? He was just.
He actually wanted to be your friend. Swear.
Oh, he wanted to be my friend.
Yeah, but he's one of those, like, he'll bully you in the daytime and he'll hang out with you at night.
So he was just testing me, kind of.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure you was for Trump. He loves Trump. He loves Trump. He'll die for Trump. I know he would.
Uh huh. Gotcha.
So
That
he wanted to make sure he hated Biden supporters, and he wanted to make sure you want a cop, or a Biden supporter. He just wanted to make sure you was just a legit Trump supporter.
did.
That's it, literally.
Did you think that I might be a cop, or did he think I might be a cop?
I wouldn't think you a cop. If you a cop, you're a good one, because I still don't think you're a cop. So
But why did you guys start shouting for me to show that I didn't have a wire?
you gotta let the good times roll, man. Like I said, I'm all about the energy. That's just me. Like I said, I knew it, but he just wanted to see if you was really a cop. So you taking your shirt off, saying that, and you want a cop, he was like, cool. He told me that. Like I said, he whispered it to me again.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And he like showing him that doing that effort of taking off my shirt and getting all excited. That got you guys excited. That I would like do that and cause a little scene right there, right? So, did you read the Daily Mail article where they talked about you?
Yeah.
And are you aware that they kind of confused you with the other guy in the article?
They did?
A little bit. Like they were saying that it was the guy with the anarchy tattoo was the one that was saying all the stuff at the beginning. Like all the stuff that he was saying at the beginning,
Oh.
telling me you're a Democrat. I think you're a Democrat. Like you, because you weren't saying that stuff to me. He was.
Right.
Like, Trump supporters don't act like that. Get off the ground. Like so they in that article they confused you with him at first, right? And then they said that the guy that was making me strip and telling me I had a wire was the guy with the anarchy tattoo. And they had the pictures of you.
Yeah.
Anarchy tattoo. They're like, look, see, he has an anarchy tattoo. Right? How did that make you feel when you saw that article it called you Antifa, right?
Right. Well, first of all, just being noticed and going viral itself, like I said, I learned that all publicity is good publicity. So me seeing that itself was like, oh, cool, great, I did it. I struck again. So seeing that, but also I did wanted to get things out the way that weren't true. Me being Antifa, I have no ties to that. Like I said, my views, political change. Far as like, the whole anarchy thing, all that, my whole views changed politically. So yeah, just seeing that, the only reason I put my hoodie back on when the lady said something is because I didn't want no weird tension. And that me and the guy who's like pretty much.
Show the anarchy tattoo so we can see you're the same guy from the front. Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. So continue.
So yeah, the guy was like, "Are you for Biden?" So I was like, "Dude, we just been chilling for like 3 hours together protesting for Trump." So he was like, "No, somebody said something about the tattoo," and he questioned me a little bit, just asking me, was I really for Trump? I already said yeah, and then so he asked about the tattoo. I told him the story, quick little story, but so he understood. He said, "Okay." So he was like, "You just really here for Trump, though?" I was like, "Yeah, I support Trump. I do." So and he let it go. It was cool. It was nothing.
Do you feel like people were being paranoid that you weren't a real Trump supporter? Do you think that there's paranoia amongst
I
the
catch it at the time.
what?
I think it was now, but at the time,
Wait, so do you think that there's paranoia in the movement about fake Trump supporters?
oh, you talking about
I
like
think
anytime?
They thought that you were not a real Trump supporter because of at the rally because of the tattoo. Do you think that there's paranoia?
Right.
Like try to say it in a complete sentence. Like you think that there's paranoia about.
I mean, I would say yes, because I think it's paranoia in like the movement because some people are not Trump supporters, some people are bugs. And yeah, you got Antifa. I seen it in person. That happens. So yes, so you have the right to be paranoid because it's some people that are not Trump supporters that's showing up. So your paranoia is okay.
Did you see the President Trump tweet where he tweeted that you're Antifa
I did see that tweet.
or
A
the?
couple people, multiple people sent that tweet to me.
And what did you think? What did you think and feel when you saw that tweet?
I have to clear my name.
Say when I saw the tweet, my first thought
Yeah,
was,
when I saw the tweet, I just knew I had to like clear my name. I'm still glad I got noticed. I'm like I said, publicity, but I still had to like clear like all the negativity in the air that was said about me that weren't true.
do you worry that if you go to like a future Trump rally that somebody might see you and say, hey, there's that Antifa guy, like let's get him or something like this, or chase you out? Do you have that concern?
I mean, I'm on the fence about that only because I feel like most people should get this message. Um, and then again, I don't try to go into like a protest with negative energy or negative thinking. So
Mhm.
I'm always come in with thinking that the best outcome is going to happen.
Gotcha. It's very positive. Um, what is the? I guess is it a long story to talk about? Here, I'll ask this one. How did it feel to have the guy you support? You support Trump, right? And you would do a lot for him, right?
Yes, 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 I will.
Like would you would you go so far to take a bullet for Trump?
No.
Okay. All right, good answer. Um, so how did it feel to see the person who you support call you the enemy?
It's just misunderstand. It's just a misunderstanding. So I don't worry about too much because I know if he was to talk to me, it would be a change of heart.
So if you could say something to Donald Trump about the protests and what the media was saying about you, like how would you talk to Trump to
I
clear?
would I would pretty much say, Mr. Trump, first and foremost, I am not Antifa. First and foremost,
Start again. Start again. I was like cutting you off at the very beginning. Start again. You very good, Mr. Trump. I love how you started it.
uh, I would say, Mr. Trump. My name is Levere. I'm sure you know me as the guy with the anarchy sign that's associated with Antifa. I would like to tell you that I do not associate myself with that political party anymore. I fell in love with your works, and I now became a new follower of yours.
Were you wait? When you said anymore, were you once a part of Antifa?
Not Antifa, but um, Democrat. I'm talking about the.
Because people are going to get the wrong idea. Do you want to say that again about the person? Because if you say I do not support Antifa anymore, people are going to be like, oh, he was an Antifa. So
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, I do not. I never said I never supported Antifa, but I would say
statement.
pretty much.
Say the whole statement of Trump just without the part where you say I do not support Antifa anymore. Take off the anymore part. Right?
Got you. Got.
How you gonna say to President Trump?
All right.
Like
Hello.
look at the camera like Trump is looking at you.
All right. Hello, Mr. Trump. My name is Levere. I'm sure you know me as well, the guy with the anarchy sign, that was associated with Antifa. I am not associated with Antifa. I was once an anarchist, but I was lost. I was dumbfounded in the political field until I found your way. which was led by Kanye West. And I think you're a great leader, and I now think you're worthy to be praised.
Hey, thank you so much. I wanna keep talking. You actually seem like a really awesome guy, and I want to keep talking to you. Um, what is the anarchy tattoo? So the anarchy tattoo is something from your past that you don't believe in anymore.
Right. Like I got like the whole anarchy thing came to me because like the history with like slavery. So and that's like and they knock and a lot of like people like you know Tupac's aunt Shakur, all of them, me being a teenager studying them.
Getting excited and getting seeing a protest, right? And
Right.
I was like, I wanted to make a statement about like if I'm over the top with the protest, right? Just like wild and crazy, then the media, it's going to drive the media into a frenzy, right? They're all going
Right.
to swarm, right? So I was like, yo, I'm going to like make this statement about how thirsty the media is for sensationalism. Um, but I just wanted to talk to you about like how I think the media they 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 wanted to have a narrative that they want. I don't know if you could see that the right wing media, they want to say that there's Antifa infiltrators as part of their conspiracy theory. So can you see how you got labeled as an Antifa because you looked this certain way that was the image that they create as an Antifa?
I don't think I think that this tattoo started it.
You think it's the tattoo?
I think it's the tattoo. It won't the image.
But also they were saying that the other guy looked like Antifa because he was wearing a mask and sunglasses, right, and a hoodie, and that it was like looked like he was trying to hide his identity.
I mean, you can still be a Trump supporter and hide your identity. I mean, no telling. He could have had a warrant for his arrest for all we know.
Yeah, but like I thought that Trump supporters that the thing that everybody was saying online is that Trump supporters are anti-mask, that they don't want to wear masks, you know,
I never heard of that, but I mean,
because of the anti-COVID, the anti-vaccine, anti-mask for COVID thing.
yeah,
Because because it was like free. It was oppressive for the government to tell everybody to wear masks. Remember
right?
during COVID, like it was a big movement within conservatism, and even liberal people became conservative because they're like, I don't want the government to force me to get a vaccine or wear a mask.
Right.
Right. So people are just saying, oh, what kind of Trump supporter wears a mask like that? That's what. And then people were saying about me. Here's the thing: is that I get worried that there's that there might be paranoia, so much paranoia that there might be undercover. You think that there's undercover FBI agents going to the Trump rallies?
Possibly. They came to the BLM rallies.
Um, so like, there's do you worry that there's a certain point at which being paranoid, you said that the paranoia is okay, right? That they
Right.
should be paranoid, but do you worry that there's a certain point where the paranoia makes people get put into a box? Because what that other dude with the mask was saying was
Yeah.
was that Trump supporters don't act this way, right? People were saying, oh, Trump supporters don't do astral projection, right? I was talking about astral projection, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people are
Right.
that guy's not a Trump supporter. Trump supporters don't astral project. We don't do this. We're this certain way. So do you worry that maybe like who you're allowed to be as a Trump supporter might get infringed upon if people are being paranoid that you're not acting the way that they're putting you into a box as a Trump supporter is this certain way, and you're not acting the way we think Trump supporters are supposed to act. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I see. I wouldn't let that move me myself, no. You always supposed to remain yourself. It don't matter who's around you doing what. You is you're in your own skin. Is your comfortability. It is your walk. So yeah. So I don't think that I should be this way to please other people
Mm-hmm.
when I'm not following y'all. We're following this person. So the only person view counts is the one we're following,
Yeah.
not the not the followers. You're a follower.
Well, do you think you should be allowed to be a Trump supporter and also have an anarchy tattoo?
Why not? Yes, I
So
don't see the problem.
do you get concerned for the movement if people are trying to say, "Oh, you have to be this certain way if you're a Trump supporter"? You have an anarchy tattoo. You couldn't be a Trump supporter if you have that.
Um, like I said, I wouldn't let another person's opinion move me. I'll still show up to a Trump rally.
So you don't really care if somebody is saying, "Hey, that
Not,
anarchy tattoo like means that you're not a real like not a,
I wouldn't worry about that. Literally,
you don't
and
care you don't really care what other people think about you."
zero.
So when all this media came out that was saying that you're the enemy, the Antifa,
I just wanted to clear the
did it
air
bother you
because
that bad, or did it bother you?
no, it's just I was happy for it to get exposed, like I said, but like I said, I just wanted to clear the air a little bit because I want to be able to still go to these Trump rallies, and like I said, I'm clearing the air to let these people know that I'm not Antifa. So I want people to be comfortable with me being around. I'm gonna be comfortable regardless, but I just want people to be comfortable around me.
Uh huh.
That's it. Yeah.
Gotcha. So do you have a concern that somebody might have see you and recognize you from the news and have a problem with you at one of
No,
these?
I think that's cool. They can come talk to me about it.
Oh, okay. And you'll just you'll hold your own.
Yes.
You know, the one thing that's interesting to me about anarchy, and also where I think that the news went wrong. I don't know. Do you think that these publications like need to do better fact checking? The ones that said that you're Antifa.
Yes. You just can't.
Say that in a complete sentence.
Yes, I do believe. Repeat that question real quick.
I
Repeat that.
asked, do you think that these media outlets that reported that you're an Antifa member need to do better research and fact checking, or and
Yes, I do think these blogs need to do better research on people when they want to put information about them out. You just can't guess. You just can't take it in your own hands to like, okay, this person's this way, this person's that way. You have to at least get some type of truth to that person to even speak upon them.
mm-hmm. Gotcha. Do you here's the interesting thing that I don't know that I think the news doesn't really understand what the anarchy symbol means, right?
They
Because
don't,
here's the thing. Do you know the right wing and the left wing side of the spectrum, right?
right?
It's not the way this is the way like this is not the way the political parties actually are. This is like a fallacy. But this is the ideology that they say left wing versus right wing is supposed to be, right? Because they aren't this way, right? But they say that left wing is supposed to be about more government, and right wing is supposed to be about less government. So the further left you get on the spectrum, the closer you get to socialism, and then even communism is even bigger government. It's even farther left, right? And then when you go further and further right, you get to fascism, you get to dictatorships, and then you get to anarchy. And what anarchy means is no government whatsoever, right? Do you
The people is the law. So you pretty much police yourselves.
wait, say what is that tell me what anarchy means to you. Say that what you just said.
I believe anarchy believes no law. You policing yourselves. The community is pretty much equal. There's no say so of who get to do what or pretty much any martial law, none of that. It's everybody's equal. And that's good. I mean, everybody is equal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so like I said, anarchy has some good things to that. Some people take it far as because people over time the anarchy sign changed and the definition changed, and now people think of, oh, show up and throw bricks through a window, set the cop car on fire, shoot the cop.
Uh-huh.
That's not anarchy. That is terrorism.
Yeah.
Anarchy be showing up appropriate manner, having a appropriate debate, and telling their philosophies. Hey, we're equal. Hey, we don't need this police. We don't need this judge. We can judge ourselves. We can police our own communities. That what a professional anarchist would do.
Uh-huh. And
Right.
do you see how that philosophy is actually for less government and it's more right wing? Right? That's more right wing because it's less government, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
so then it's like the anarchy symbol would actually be not on the left side, it would be on the right side. So it's like the news has a big misconception about what it even means then. What can you define what Antifa is?
I really don't know much about Antifa. Like I said, I probably read a couple articles on the news about it. I seen something about Portland. It was during like George Floyd movement. The Antifa was in Portland. But that I never looked into it because I never had plans to join Antifa. When I look into something, that means I'm really thinking about joining it and backing it up. I never had plans of either or.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gotcha.
I can't really tell you nothing about Antifa. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just seeing, what you might know. I think that maybe the anarchy symbol is associated with Antifa because it's like closer, because they associate. Part of anarchy is that there's no law and order, that you police
Right.
yourself. So they
Right.
associate that there's no laws with like other things that are associated with Antifa, like destruction and things like this. Um, but do you think it's an actual organization, like that they're organized?
Yes.
You think that they have meetings and stuff?
Yes. Absolutely. Just
And
like Black Panthers. Just like that. But I really think they're more radical. I think they're more crazy and dangerous.
but do
Yes.
they actually call themselves Antifa, or do they call
I,
themselves something
I
else?
don't know. I don't even think I ran into a person that was Antifa. I don't think. No, I didn't.
You've never met somebody that's Antifa.
I don't, no.
I don't think
No.
you have either.
No.
I never met anybody that was like, I belong to an organization called Antifa. Do you think that there's a
But I'm
difference
pretty sure Antifa itself is a movement. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna Google it.
between saying that you are anti-fascist, that you're
Hmm.
against fascism? Is there a difference between saying I'm anti-fascist or is there a difference between that and saying and being like I'm part of a group called Antifa?
I'm anti-fascist.
So somebody could just say I'm anti-fascist.
Uh-huh.
Right? So Antifa is just short for anti-fascist, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So somewhere somebody was just like, I'm gonna shorten. Somebody said I'm gonna shorten anti-fascist to be Antifa, right?
Yeah.
So
No. Okay. I see. I. Okay. I see what you're saying.
so somebody can say I am anti-fascist, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that the same thing as being Antifa?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so is then Antifa? So is Antifa just anybody that says that I'm against fascism?
You gotta ask these people. You acting like I'm. I don't know. If anything, I should ask you these questions because I don't know. You're asking. The blind is like asking the blind for something right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seems like sometimes it seems like
And my battery's about to die.
that's okay. That's okay. I don't know. It just seems like sometimes in the media they need these boogeymen to like rile people up and get them scared. So they try to they paint this image, you know,
Right.
of this. And so I feel like they created this imagery of what Antifa looks like, and with the anarchy tattoo and like in hoodies. You know, if you look up like right wing websites and you're like, what does Antifa look like? It'll show like a dude with a hoodie and a mask and you know. So there's like an image, right? And I think that was created, right, of what Antifa is, and
Mm-hmm.
you guys got associated with that image, you know, because of the way you looked. I don't. Can you see that maybe there was some prejudice there?
Yeah, that's prejudice there.
Like, do you feel like people were prejudiced against you?
If 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 how you putting it is reality, yes, that is prejudice. If how you putting it is reality, if not, then no.
Uh huh.
But how you putting it, yes.
Uh huh. Well, people
Yes.
judge you as being Antifa. Um. Anyways, yeah, no, it's all interesting conversation. You know, I think that politics is divisive, meant to divide us. I think that we can all learn from each other. You
Right.
know, I think that those are all the questions that I had. You know, and that I'll put you on my YouTube channel. Oh, really quick, do you have I don't know if you make any content or you have any art. If you do any art or anything that you want to promote, any like social media or anything, you just say what you'd want me to like tag or promote or credit you as.
Just yeah, just I have a YouTube channel myself, 500 subscribers. So I'm building up my subscribers as well. I'm pretty sure you got more subscribers than me.
Oh, did you look me up?
No, I'm asking. I'm gonna have to subscribe as soon as possible.
I have 186,000, but um, I have 186,000, but the podcast is like a separate. I'll probably put this on my main podcast, right, on the main one, because I have
Gotcha.
another YouTube that I'm starting for the podcast. But yeah, I also want to put this on TikTok too. If you have a TikTok,
Yes, I have a TikTok. I barely use it, but
wait,
I
say what your handles are so they're in the video, or you could text it to me too. But just say it. Just plug it right. Plug yourself right now.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. My bad.
Plug yourself right now.
Plug myself.
Like promote yourself. Say like, oh, you can call me here.
Oh yeah, you can find me on Instagram. That will be underscore finesse FINESSE the number 3 then times TYMES.
Oh, okay,
That's my Instagram.
gotcha. Two questions to like leave you with. Do you've lived like the African American experience, right? Like you and do you feel any? Do you find any animosity amongst people in the black community when they find out that you're a Trump supporter? Because most of the black community is not Trump supporters; they're against Trump, right?
Everybody that I met in the hood is supporting Trump. 80% of black men last election voted for Trump.
Oh, really? Okay, so you're seeing a lot of support amongst black men.
80% of black men voted for Trump. And I don't know how he lost. I don't know how he lost.
No, I didn't know that. I kind of don't believe that that's true, honestly. Just from what
80% it's hard for when I be telling people this, it's hard for them to believe. When I seen it on the news, it was hard for me to, but the news is not going to put that information out and it be a lie.
I mean, there's exit polls, right? So that's not the exit poll is just like a poll. So just like an election is a poll, but like it's like a poll of a poll, right? So the exit polls is not taking the total amount of people, right? It's taking a sample.
Well,
Yeah.
all I know is I seen that 80% of African American men voted for Trump. That's all I seen.
I gotta look this up now. I'm typing
Yeah.
what percentage of black men voted for Trump. Black men shift slightly towards Trump in new records numbers. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I don't mean to say that you're. I don't want. I don't mean to say that you're wrong, but you got the numbers reversed. Like I'm reading this article. I mean, maybe this is fake news or whatever, but this is NBC News. It says 80% of black men supported Joe Biden, down slightly from Hillary Clinton's 82% in 2016. So just logically, it like if 82% supported Hillary and Trump got a little bit more, it's just hard to believe that it would flip to 80% Trump. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you said 80% supported Trump. I don't know. I just think that maybe it's hard to believe, you know.
Yeah, but now, far as me personally, my friends or even people I just might come across to, they've been okay with Trump. They support Trump because Biden let the people down badly. Mm-hmm. He let like the black community down.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So so when the press happened, you were more excited that you were getting publicity. It didn't like upset you or bother you.
No, I was there like I said, it was like, yes, I at least struck again. Like I said, all publicity is good publicity. So
gotcha. Cool. No, it was really, really nice talking to you and connecting with you. You know, I want I just want to heal the nation, and I want to bring that enthusiasm that people are looking for, right? And at the same time, I want to remind people to laugh at themselves, to have a sense of humor, and to not take themselves too seriously, you know? Because people are saying that, like, I can't be a Trump supporter and be acting that way and be dressing up like that. And I was like, who are you to tell me, like, how to freely express myself, right? I was like, we don't want all Trump supporters to just be like, you know, a middle-aged white man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a Budweiser drinking NASCAR watching fraternity brother, right? Mm-hmm. Like it. Do you think that a movement is better when there's diversity?
Yes.
Yeah.
If everybody's the same, then no, I do not want to be part of that movement. If everybody's the same, I do not want to be part of that movement. I would join the thing that's diverse because you're going to get further with being around diversity. You're not going to learn from the same. You learn from different.
So do you think that Tucker Carlson, you know who Tucker Carlson is?
The name. I know the name. Yes, I know the name.
So he is a Fox News pundit that's like he's right wing.
Uh-huh.
And he keeps saying there's a lot of, and also other Republicans keep saying that diversity is bad.
Diversity is what makes the world the world. Mm-hmm. If everybody drove a red Chevy, you wouldn't even bother to look at anybody's car.
Uh-huh. So you have a disagreement with the Republicans that say we don't need more diversity, that we should...
Diversity is the main thing, 100%.
Okay. Gotcha. I appreciate that. I appreciate everything. You have a good head on your shoulders. As soon as you said patience is a virtue, I was like, this guy knows. This guy was raised, probably your parents made you go to church. You know?
Yeah. She made me bring 25 cents to put in the plate. I'll never forget.
So, you know, you got a good head on your shoulders.
Thank you.
You know, I would just like stay open-minded. You know, if something like leaves a bad taste in your mouth, don't. Every single political movement has good ideas and bad ideas, you know. And I think that people like Trump so much because we realize that the majority of the politicians, Democrats and Republicans, were corrupt. So I didn't. Yeah. We could debate all kinds of issues, but I'm glad to have you as a friend.
Appreciate it. Likewise. Thank you. I enjoyed your show. I enjoyed you. So I appreciate you for your time.
All right, thank you. I'll send you a link when I upload this. I'll try to upload it tomorrow.
All right, great. All right, man.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.